Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditbuilders.org. Today's video we're going to talk about the best secured business credit cards you can get that'll help you build business credit easily and quickly. Now there are three main benefits that we want to talk about with secured business credit cards. The first thing that by getting a business credit card, a secured one, it'll help you build a banking relationship. We all know about net 30 accounts that'll help you build business credit. You're building relationships with your vendors, your suppliers, you're getting a trade line reporting on your business credit reports. With a secured business credit card, this is now helping you establish a relationship with a bank. Number two, this helps you build up your business credit. The activity that we're going to share with you on these 6 cards we're going to list here on this video, 6 different banks, 6 different business credit cards that'll help you build business credit, is now just to help you establish a revolving credit line on your credit reports for the business. It's one thing to show net 30 accounts that shows your business can manage short-term financing on your business credit reports, but that's why you want to diversify your credit and have revolving accounts. You want to have installment accounts as well, reporting on your business credit reports. Now, the third benefit is this protects your personal credit. So with a business credit card, a secured one, this is not going to show up on your personal credit reports. So all the activity, all the payments you make on this card, all the expenses, it does report to your business credit. Okay, so let's get started on the 6 different business credit cards that'll help you build business credit. Now, most people think, well, if it's a secured business credit card, I'm putting a deposit down, my credit limit is equal to my deposit, then there's a guaranteed approval. No, there are sometimes you can get denied even for a secured business credit card. So I want to share with you some quick tips on what causes a denial for even a secured business credit card. So one of the most common things that happen, we talked to one of the card issuers, actually the first one we're going to list, shared with us one of the main reasons that they get someone rejected for a secured business credit card is because of mismatch on their CP 575. That's your EIN confirmation letter. So what that is when you incorporate your business, you're applying for your employer identification number, they issue you, the IRS gives you an EIN letter. That's your confirmation. Here's your EIN number, etc. So what happens is that if you've changed your business address from the time you incorporated your business, you got your EIN issued, and let's say a year down the road you change your address and you're now applying for a secured business credit card, you're putting your new updated address on your secured business credit card application, but you never updated your address with the IRS. You never, when you filed your tax returns, let's say you didn't file them yet because you just incorporated and you moved 6 months later, that's the mismatch, because your address on your application needs to match the address that's in your EIN confirmation letter. So you can easily update your EIN when you file your tax returns, or you can also contact the business specialty department with the IRS and request that change, and they can send you a fax confirmation with your new EIN address on there. That's very easy to do. The second thing is your application name does not match. Okay, so this can happen like if you got married and your last name changed, so you never updated your last name with obviously your filing documents with the state or with your EIN confirmation. So that's another issue that can happen. So if you get recently married, you want to make sure you update your last name with all your corresponding documents, because that's an important thing to realize, is that mismatched information. Sole proprietors, if you're sole proprietor, because it's such an easy entity structure to set up, it's very rampant for fraud, and that's a red flag with a lot of banks. Nothing against sole proprietorships, but that could sometimes cause you to potentially get denied because of the structure of a sole proprietorship. That doesn't mean they're not issuing sole proprietors, but they may find something in your structure that there may be a red flag. Okay, so another issue is restricted industries, cannabis, small arms, adult, financial, online advice and counseling. These are very high-risk industries. Many banks don't like to issue business credit cards, even secure business credit cards in these particular industries. So that's another cause for a potential decline. And then if you could be in a high-risk industry as well, transportation, construction, retail. So let's get started with number 1, is the Tillfull Secured Business Credit Card. This is our best choice, and I'm going to tell you there's reasons why for it. You go to securedbusinesscredit.org. this is the link that we set up. We do appreciate using that link because obviously we have a relationship with Tillfull. We've been promoting them for many, many years. Love this secured business credit card because this is the only secured business credit card in our list that has no personal credit check, which is huge. So those of you who have bad credit or maybe less than perfect credit or no credit, this is an excellent business credit card to get started with. This will get your foot in the door with a bank. Sutton Bank is the one who issues this particular card, but Tillfull is the company, and there's no personal guarantee. So just think about this. A secure business credit card you can get right now as a startup with no revenues. You have less than perfect credit, and there's no credit check and no personal guarantee. That's huge, okay? And this has the lowest deposit. You have to be incorporated at least 3 months. So you could be a startup, but you have to at least wait till your entity is 3 months old. But it's the lowest deposit because the other secured cards we're going to talk about in this video require $1,000 to $2,000 security deposit. So if conserving your cash is really important for you as well, this is the lowest entry point for a secured business credit card. It's $500. Your credit limit will equal your deposit. But let's say you want to put $750 down, then that's going to be your credit limit, $750. Okay, so you could go much higher than that if you want, but the minimum is $500. You can earn rewards on your activity. You get 1.5% rewards on purchases that you use with your secure business credit card. So that's another really cool benefit. Also is you have 0% APR. This particular card, you pay in full at the end of the month, so there's no revolving, there's no interest rates you need to worry about. That's another thing I like about this card though, is because you don't have to worry about incurring debt because you have your $500 credit limit if that's the limit you set. You put down $500, that's your credit limit. But you don't have to worry about carrying revolving debt and carrying high interest or anything like that. So that's why I like this card as well. There's no annual fee, so there's no cost to actually have this card. Where some other secured business credit cards and regular unsecured cards have annual fees. This has no fee. And the security deposit that you put down does not earn interest. They use this deposit as security, that's it. But you don't earn interest on your money. Some of the cards that we list in this video do earn interest, so there's a benefit that you can earn some money on your security deposit, and this particular one, you don't, okay? What's really exciting though is, in speaking to my contact at Tillfull, is they are working on, hopefully later on at the end of this year, they'll be launching an unsecured version of their credit card. So this, for those of you who get this secured business credit card, you're going to have a transition opportunity where they're going to obviously look at all their card holders who have the secured card and look at their payment history, how they've been paying their card, and you could transition to an unsecured business credit card eventually. So that's something that's coming soon, and that's why it's first movers advantage here. I encourage you, get your foot in the door. You'll establish a relationship with Sutton Bank. They're the ones who issue this particular card. And this card reports to Experian Business and Equifax Small Business. So that's 2 business credit bureaus that you're going to have a positive trade line reporting every single month as you're using your card, paying your expenses. It just doesn't get any easier than that. So that's why we choose this as our best choice secured business credit card. Okay. One quick tip though, when you get this card, make sure you use it for day-to-day expenses, whether it's you're meeting a client for a meal, use the card, pay it off right away. You may be using it for gas purchases. You may be using it for subscription payments, whatever business supplies, but use it on a regular basis because that activity, you using it, paying your card in full right away or paying it right away, that activity is reporting to the business credit bureaus. Okay, so let's talk about secured business credit card. Number 2 is the Business Advantage Unlimited Cash Rewards Mastercard issued by Bank of America. Okay, Bank of America recently launched this card. We all know that Wells Fargo used to offer secured business credit card. They don't offer it no more. Neither does BBVA. BBVA no longer offers their secured business credit card. So this is an updated list of what's available right now in the marketplace. Bank of America has one. They do require a credit check and PG required. I wouldn't apply for this unless you have at least a 660 credit score, because they're going to do a hard check on you, and there's a PG. Minimum is $1,000 security deposit. Credit line equals your deposit. Now, what would be the benefit of getting a secured card with Bank of America is you're going to be in their system as a business. You'll start establishing a relationship with Bank of America. That's another bank. Now, most people say, well, I only need one secured business credit card, and that's fine. You don't have to have multiple secured because eventually you want to have unsecured, right? So you want to choose which particular card you want. You may only want one secured business credit card. You have to weigh the benefits, but each one of these you're establishing a relationship with a bank. You're building your business credit and you're protecting your personal credit. They all have their variations of benefits as well. They have rewards, little kickbacks there. Like with this secured card from Bank of America, you earn 1.5% cash back on all purchases. But they have a 26.49% variable APR. This particular card, you can carry a revolving balance, but then you got to worry about the high interest. Okay, that's a pretty hefty interest rate. But if your goal is to use your secured business credit card as like a charge card, you're going to pay it in full every single month, then you really don't have to worry about the interest. This also has no annual fee, which is great. I love that. No annual fee. A security deposit does not earn interest with this particular card as well. And you have the transition opportunity to an unsecured card with B of A. So this reports to Equifax Small Business, helps you build business credit. That's a positive trade line reporting. Now with Tillfull, they reported to 2 business credit bureaus. This particular card only reports to 1. So this is the Bank of America Secured Business Credit Card. Let's talk about number 3 is the Valley Secured Business Credit Card. This is issued by Valley Bank. They do request a credit check and PG on this card. Again, you want to make sure you're at least in the 660 credit score range when you apply. Don't apply if you have less than perfect credit if you're under 660. You can request a credit limit between $1,000 to $25,000. This is a little different though because your security deposit is 110% of the amount of your credit limit up to $25,000. So let's suppose you say, I want to start with a $1,000 credit limit, then your security deposit is going to be $1,100. So you have to pay a little, they're not matching your credit limit dollar for dollar with this bank. So it's a little bit more. So if you want a $1,000 credit limit, you're putting $1,100 is your security deposit. So that's a little bit more than the other 2 secured cards we just talked about. A 1% unlimited cash back on this card. They do have a 0% intro APR on your purchases for the first 9 months. And then after that, you're going to have an interest rate of 15.20 to 26.75. And that's all dependent on your credit. So they're going to issue you that APR after the 9 months of your 0%. There's no annual fee with the secured business credit card as well. And your security deposit does not earn interest. And they report to all 3 business credit bureaus. So you'll see there's lots of trade-off with all these secured cards, but with this one, you're getting a 1 trade line reporting to all major business credit bureaus. A little heftier deposit, though. You have to come up with $1,100 is going to be your minimum deposit on this particular secure business credit card. Let's talk about the next one is FNBO, Business Edition Secured Mastercard. This is issued by First National Bank of Omaha. There's a couple other credit unions that also offer this card, even though I think it's State Valley Bank, I believe. They have this card listed on their site as well. But this is a really decent secured business credit card. It's similar to the previous one. They're going to run a personal credit check just on your Experian on this particular card, and there is a PG required. But you'll see that all the cards right now we talked about, except for Tillfull, they all require a personal credit check and a PG. The first one, Tillfull, is the only one that doesn't require a personal credit check and PG. So if you want to get away from having your personal credit check, that would be, again, your best choice. Now with this, you can request a credit limit between $2,000 and $100,000 with the multiples of 50. Now this is the same variation. 110% you're gonna have to put down. So to get this card, the minimum you're gonna put down to get this card is $2,200. Okay, because their limits start at $2,000. Your security deposit 110% of that, which is $2,200. So that's gonna be your minimum deposit for this particular card. You have almost a basically 24% variable APR on this card. There is an annual fee on this, $39 annual fee. You are establishing a relationship with First National Bank of Omaha, and they do have unsecured cards as well. So that's a benefit. This does report to Dun & Bradstreet. And you earn interest on your security deposit. So although you're putting a little bit more money down, your deposit is earning interest. So that's a little benefit there. Okay. So this is the next one we're going to talk about is the Hello Alice Small Business Secured Mastercard. This is also issued by First National Bank of Omaha, the same bank, but different type of card. Now, the way this is more of a fintech card, and what's neat about this is they have a secured and unsecured version. They have a different process though. So when you create your account, they're going to run a soft inquiry first to see if you're going to pre-qualify for an unsecured card or a secured card. So either way, you're going to get presented with an unsecured card offer or a secured card offer. But then if you're pre-qualified and you apply, then they will run a hard check, okay, after that. So it's nice you can see, am I going to qualify for either unsecured or secured? And if you are, then when you apply, then they run a hard check. They do require a PG on this particular card. There's a $550 minimum security deposit, so a little bit higher than Tillfull. But again, they run a credit check and Tillfull doesn't. They require a PG and Tillfull doesn't. So earn up to 4 times points on purchases. So they have different point structures. I think it starts at 1 and goes up to 4, and it's more category specific where you use the card. You earn a $50 statement credit once you do $1,000 in purchases. Your first 3 billing cycles, you can get a $50 statement credit. 0% intra APR for the first 6 billing cycles on this card, and then your interest rate is going to range anywhere from 18 to 27% variable APR. Now, there's no annual fee with this card, and this reports to personal and business credit reports. Now, if you start with the secured card on this particular card, a minimum of 11 months, and then they're going to transition you. It's not guaranteed, but that's the minimum amount before they transition you, if they transition you into an unsecured business credit card. So that's pretty neat. You have a goal there that, in 11 months you can transition to an unsecured card potentially. But this does impact your personal credit. They report to personal and business. So that's another thing you want to be aware of with this particular secured business credit card. The last one we want to talk about is the Platinum Rewards Secured Business Visa Credit Card. This is issued by Suncoast Credit Union. This is an actual credit union. You do have to be a member to apply for this card. They do require a credit check and PG. There's a $500 minimum security deposit on this one, which is equal to Tillfull, but again, they're running your credit check, and there is a PG, and you have to be a member of the credit union. This is a Florida-based credit union, and so if you want to look at what your eligibility requirements are, you can go to their website. Your security deposit does not earn interest. This does report to business only, so it'll help you build business credit. If you want to know what the requirements are as far as what counties or what area in Florida, just go to suncoastcreditunion.com/business. So what we just talked about is 6 secured business credit cards that you can get. This is help you build your business credit and protect your personal credit depending on which card you apply for. Now, for those of you who want to learn more about building business credit, if you're looking for more strategies, or you're looking for us to acquire funding for you, or even unsecured business credit card funding for you, check out our website, businesscreditbuilders.org. I really appreciate if you give us a thumbs up, you subscribe to our channel if you like this information. Be sure to check out our additional products and services at businesscreditbuilders.org. With that, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon.